ni team a wa share ofi wo si onko training ni.
There was all cancelling. Mumwaye, mu obi a wa
got a full you are. Let me try to download it.
Oh, obi unya ka ya ni beje. Ya try na yeah. Eya ni wo na ya nsa.
Ana video dey na wo yi no.
Enyo no. First now we do chapter 2 as a 3 also submitting the dissertation.
Ena na we di asasa na.
Ah, oni dress room kwa anya fe. TV bi e bo hobi. Eno oba Emirates no. Oba Emirates no. So match Champions League me no. Na Arsenal nje Champions League. And Arsenal na he say na and work can Champions League na je me no negozi sen. Ekosi sen.
So aje.
So di we what say wo kasa no. You see their clubs and when they talk about their history, they have something to show. Then we can't just say you see in their finances,
uninvited.
You see in the quality of players they have bought, you see in their stadium, you see in what they are doing today. What in the country them say Magic Champions League no today
then Nottingham Forest bija come back
and to say you will be no more o musika sem o so o ma publish na dey go je chom na akoda ya he wo mu
na dey omo no bibi to show no na wo dey na wo to show.
What we have to show is that we have a better stadium than theirs. Yes, we have a modern
stadium no.
Oh, when was the last time we renovated stadium? We have a modern stadium, state of the art. We have players who are more expensive than their players. We have beaten them.
No. Pause here. Pause there. Expensive no.
It was scrutinizing na.
Expensive no. Enra 2 leagues omunyina park no so no. So who kwara ko yom ni ekobu no.
Oh, can we wejai ho. Omunyina park so we beat them. We beat them.
More draw.
And Joma qualify. We beat them.
One day draw.
At the end of the day, we wanted the one who will progress. At the Ghana and Nigeria draw. World Cup. Yes, one more. Yes, one more. Nyama yekoto ye players yekoto 100 million. Ani be say the koyenim. Ye dia koyenim.
Enti especially in the football.
We have bought much more expensive players than them. Is that not the fact? That we bought Declan Rice for 100 million. Is it not the fact that we have advanced to the quarterfinals? Yedibu ye ne dia quarterfinal ni bu ne de.
Entenye bu obi.
O ma dia bu om titifie.
And being at the quarterfinal is also extra money.
Obi numa. Yes, we are taking about 25 million. See for going there. 25 million.
Baby amukui.
Baby aye kone say.
When was the last time you were there?
That is why me na me catch say. You see, life a continuum abrabo. Ye boko ye nim ni etoaso. And in the last 10 years we have not been here. It just said the indicators are good.
Bebra ko haba.
And then ye can
bebra ko haba.
Omo ko ye no. Omo antime nkuram. Enu nti na city in Madrid mo omo ko omo nsan ye.
Bebra ko haba.
Ti mo am ko ye na mo betena fie ebo akwadworo no. Mo asem na ye kan. We are here. And we are not getting back. Mikel has shown it. Last year, in the league, we are seeing it. We are moving on.
At least.
He's going to be the first timer to win it.
What do you mean what?
First coach.
Na Porto. Hey. Na Porto mpona mo ho chiri mo sei. Na ogohia akasefo we. Ebi yenya botere. Yenya botere nra. Yeah, Arsenal have qualified, and you could see the excitement of the qualification, no massive from Arsenal.
Was this
Arsenal have qualified.
Okay.
The excitement, you know. Tamana and why they not coming from to because I was imagining how he was feeling.
No, let me be honest. I didn't watch the match. And our lights were off exactly from 8:15 whole by Chano papa na me ba hantem be hair born me ba ne enso be hair born office ano pay. To mom hu ene by 6:30 I was at the office.
Pressure dey wan come nra.
Oh, eno kwa ma ne ye pressure ne ye more.
Unhu de ekoso.
Unhu de ekoso. And I home prepare at the point na me phone ko to nsuo bi so I had to switch off the phone for well about 30 minutes. I mean who de ekoso. Oh, ba na me trust Mikel.
Oh,
When it comes to Mikel, I trust him. In Mikel, we trust.
On say, you feel more relaxed. Arsenal boss no more baby. Baby,
no ball, no kasa on boss on moi. Asa ball no, ne ball no boss on say.
Statistics, no.
Bono be out on how he came.
Me patro what the statistics about her no pada.
Ya cancer side delivery.
Hey, you don't cancer
that in this room.
By 1 month grammar.
Ya cancer of say statistics.
Say be na dey ready obobo.
Ya be born no aye hwe no. Ye dey ni hwe ball.
And no ball na boy Arsenal say one o man shebi.
O man shebi and then no crack.
So there na dey hwe bi.
And almost call almost one.
Anasi enka ho asem. I want to say about discuss.
Two leg afedo.
No. What we are discussing today. What we are discussing today is a matter was played yesterday. And now is a massacre. And nobody abon ade chi e be kan wansem.
E say akabo emienu.
And no absem ne kan ne. O see a ball na ball no no. But from what we watch and e kan. And Arsenal say we won by 1-0. In fact, yes, go be kra na e kama. Also obi jesim referee aso pepe jesim.
Also one so.
Me man
after second thought it was a
one two
o de wan hu ba nya e o dem
obi e fa ba ko no 1-0 ene e coin obi akoto ni keeper obi me hu ade be ba Mikel say o take decision am nkan bi ade ateta bi e wo twa fi so ba Arsenal
Havertz alone. No manager in the world would have paid that 60 million.
Go for so we crowd was here buye the otu ena ye ko Osaka said no Ramsey Dago no come I need David Raya. And now I'm to one. I'm saying, Ateta. Now my hair, my Declan Rice. Now my hair, hey, Ateta. Don't see a couple come on. Don't see do on my. You do on my man who boo. You do a whole country. No, I president.
Yeah, we. No, say, only say, I don't know what to
I mean, now
yeah.
Now more kind of way. Come on, the partner. Hey, que vai tomar letra?
Porto for.
Me now but champion.
Trapa chibele si. Não met me ama bele ne jone. What? Trapa chibele si.
Ai, baba mama ni hela ni agwe.
Trapa bele ne jone.
Yeah, what's it?
Ene, can go for me aba.
The sports minister is a liar. He speaks with emotions. He talks with anger. He don't listen to anyone. If he continue like this, he will fail. Alhaji Hafiz rather deserve to be the minister of sports. Shaban Mohammed takes the minister to the cleaners. Tama, Cycling Association for General Secretary.
No, Gaza minister
also he's a liar. Now, what the emotions in the kasa. Nibufu okasasa.
And was actually do deserve to be the minister.
Not necessarily any minister. Alhaji Hafiz.
Na Alhaji Hafiz no yede.
Minimum. But Obonidin the kasem. Wasinka kayehemu pa di ankalaji.
Okoye president anu ama Alhaji Hafiz aba.
O say Adebako Hagana. And they say ye minister of sports. Ye nko obi a owo sports mu. Mo go fa journalist.
Onti party. No akoye president. No abekire ni minister ope. But so far there Mr. President we nenye. And the for you go any.
Hey, what can be actually minister?
Na so no do go as a corner cycling president, chairman. So on a president and secretary. Do go as on nke. Minim papa mi refin di on was a koy.
Tama. Baga ladies coach Shamona. Tama. Ono na ode out you call Pando.
I don't go coach here.
Now, no license to coach.
No, he's a license coach.
No license to coach Premier Team. No. Coach Baga ladies na betre. No,
mananya na dia.
No license to coach. Out to you. To go do hono mo.
O say no license to coach out to you. Wa mananya we dem so.
No license to call out to you. To go do Pando no time. And of play players ni nyina. Onimo omo. Wo boss e was mbotu was okay gina ha. Wo boss e was mbo for so gina ha no. Wo boss e was mbo 6 so gina ha.
No mo ko no ni nko boss ni.
Tama. No, o yes selection no. And na kwatena
stance. Okay. Tina you ni coach.
No coach. and now pay almost year training.
Omni Bagabaga ladies coach.
Oh no, or coach Bagabaga ladies. Enti physical instructor na do almost year training. Enti you may know about no mabekasa. Ye fi me fi tamaleba no mo nya kes kom de beba o chena on de beba
Bekum.
Enti omuguso omo ne nam a. Randy Abi gave them 3,000 cedis. Tama, the situation of Otuo
After the match.
After the match.
Hey, any serious?
Tama, asemuna me league. I will never recognize this league. That league way. Alhamdulillah, ebo league way. I will never recognize the league. Say ebo league Ghana. No be winning fair. Me nyim tumu da. Me go forward. Me nyim tumu da say Ghana. Ebo league way. The Ghana Football Association immediately must take out of the league.
Oma 3,000 one.
Tama, now the trade I be bro the chase can no. You must be there to see how they share the money. Send me catch on what say. What we do? We say panda we police station on ko nga kebia. Asa be do station hono mo. Ma me bi to koko. How mo go to koko teach my players no. Don't we na around this assembly hano. O say you situation e hano. Na ono no onyanko be bo o mo bat. Onim do be kin do be mo 3,000. O mo tell right there immediately. They are here with the 700 near the man, 50 near the man. Sa no mo che. That is the situation.
Kwenim.
Tama, what it one mo? Obi aye din sa Ghana football. Me pakoko Dr. Kofi man fan cho. Me boni bia maybe on fan cheme. Asem me market champion bia on fan cheme. This is more serious than the happening of as go Obuasi no. Asem na ekoso out to you mo no. E more serious than the see Obuasi and nobody seems to be interested in it. Somebody must I do way Ghana league they say suspended league. Because at least whoa. Tama, asem na whoa. Ya boli Randy Abi mo 3,000 cedis so 3,000 cedis so tell 3,000 cedis after na me no kana obianka ho bi no 3,000 cedis
andokraso with me my interpretation bi o
3,000 cedis we no dey ma out you
say serious say obi an na bobo awie no wa maniska say je toko
3,000 cedis ya
serious so I say elsewhere is a big issue
neti na ya go wana mama for administration no can't you situation until you must be declared administration club.
But the certain is time clearly this will not happen there because you are scared to even do it.
It's all this scare come over. Say, hey, serious oh. Serious.
On the team no ahuma
there be say I for best subject to ahuma bro.
Sometimes
interpretations.
You can't do that in public.
Osebi odom ko share baby na di omo. But whatever it is no. Club anu na ko board e na come the president mamusika ze monyenko.
Oh there is.
Scoreline na say
2-0.
E hard na is worrying. E hard. Babo e anything.
Say omo ba yi. The here na say team no mo ne out to be no. President no piska kakra. So we are to sojo omo kwan.
Ko se do.
Ko se do o piska kakra because we are to sojo omo kwan. Yes I want team ko. So we know about music. I want to call. That is the situation of a Ghana Premier club. Tama. GFA has given Kotoko. GFA has given Kotoko to pay 5 billion odd cedis in 10 days or face point deduction. Tama asem na yedi
yo.
Kotoko situation no aye kan obi amu ano. Eno so e asem a say hwe ho asem kan. Because he say he can be no home di kotua. Bi ni ho amodi kotua na na no mo match ntini we de yi no asotere kekere de ato ho ombo match ni wi a asen we bekom de ho
we me that say so bet Brian na kaka na fe hande
well Arsenal hit me see form and it was a wonderful win a winner at the some level of confidence by Arsenal team no and ebe manifested the title race about the Premier League. The mentality of the Arsenal players no Makawa has said it will be extremely important a year 3-horse race na koso Premier League. So imagine the actions of FC Porto or her players no omo suban omo da na di after some share Arsenal na nanka hwe se omo beyi Arsenal free mo Emirates kenyame nko na nim de omo beda na di wago prama so it appears like a typical Jose Mourinho team wa owremu Barcelona company akwa shop no man in saso ni ade this kind of emotional damage a bit me cause a team say what in a na Champions League obi anim so be huru, not in a professional way, but in an orthodox way. I'm to and can boy Arsenal. In team kunimdie we no confidence from who and ba share Arsenal players ni mu. The belief say oye a champion and I will feel say oye champion no. A bow Emma your success story no timi true ni ye. So people shouldn't just look at Arsenal qualifying to the last 8 in the Champions League. No, people should look at Arsenal now. The coach can look at the players and tell them, say, "Eba Europe na ye pe teams maku 8 competition e fan say ya kesiem mo ka ho a you are part of it." So there is no difference between Mo and you be a fan Manchester City. The coach can look at this and tell the players. The coach can look at this and tell the players, say, self-belief, say, I feel more than one of them about and the coach can tell them. So any element of doubt, Arteta a perfect script, they be cleaning out of the players, being on top of the Premier League and qualifying to the last 8. In general, Arsenal win, it was a very, very important win. And Mr. Otuo, me share Arsenal team now. Arteta is building something huge. And I have Trossard, no I share Bukayo Saka, I have Kai Havertz, I share Odegaard, I have Declan Rice. You see proper movement. That was Amran team. Gabriel Jesus from the bench. To the first start, it was a massive steal from Costa. And yes, Anka Gabriel Jesus first start on the board and to net. So now look at Arsenal, how they start. And look at Arsenal, the kind of players they have on the bench. They have players on the bench, Mr. 2, and ye 18th for, and ye 17th for, me naive. It drew dear, it drew best 75th minute. Now the Bema and the whole Bible. Arsenal now have some experienced players, and a no more de Gebe Susuban. Picture them to not Thomas Step party in Gem. So Arsenal now have some influential players that can change the game. And they now have a coach or a student of the game. And not had it. Or decided so you jogging a free. Not the Gabriel Jesus team. That was a bold decision from Coach Arteta. At the time, only the 1-0. And Kawasha and Kobeka saw them and manage, but no, we decided to throw more men forward because we believe say so action where Nimwa ever prevented FC Porto. So mu players never breaking the various lines, no, a pushy Arsenal come have more. And that was a solid substitution from the coach. Arsenal were young players, very mobile. And apart from some young mobile, these are players that offer Obia individually. The ability to play the ball, the technique and the kind of ball playing skill Arsenal players never anymore. Mr. To ask Obia any ball, Bobby can have it very matured. Football IQ, Obia himself any day also. Share Odegaard. Look at his assist yesterday. Out of nothing. Decent pass. Now you players bear me and self free. Now look at someone like Bukayo Saka operating from the left. Or you're young dear, by Mr. 2. So Shena, the decision behind when to shoot and when to pass. Bukayo Saka and come up. Most they are young players in the how many I say obet me about the final delivery no na akwa for. But you look at this Arsenal players and very excellent when it comes to their final delivery. Inti Arteta here Juma pa I see a bon okay, now today's game. Atletico ne a intermatch no a bear match I'm to two so be a pibishe. You are talking about two tactical brains. Margin a dom terminal margin. It's just one goal. Now Mr. Two, the issue about one goal here say you need to score first. No what's up about Wakam and then I am Arsenal. Ubet me about the moment I won't break it. Opponent down. Enya sa one goal on your comfortable. You are talking about Inter Milan team. After losing Onana, you're comfortable because the former Bayern Munich goalkeeper, the Swiss Uncle Fan Bayern, so man Uncle Fan Bayern Mr. 2. Everything you expect from a goalkeeper in here. How he organizes his defense. Mr. 2. Okay. And to answer Omoto Onana, but I want to say Inter. Obi talking about space excellent save, good passer of the ball, solid organization, and he's runner were fitting into the Inter system here. Now over Inter chiriwa. These are players I'm to so cost Italians here are now. Or maybe or more rivals almost 13 points. Be Beatrice Inter to us
okay.
With a coach our proper understanding of his players. Se Simone Inzaghi she send the players now. Mr. To a Katana new crew in the audio be
okay.
And on the field, no, after losing Lukaku last year, no, they had a solid replacement. Lautaro is doing a wonderful job. And Marcos Thuram, so about the show partner and come. I'm at the front two in this 3-5-2 system.
So but Yembensi.
So Basa match in ma. So
who goes through?
And now I'm Casa Basa ne Arsenal qualify. And then I'm using character and experience. And the Inter Milan. Last season Champions League final no more coin. Omen Doom Jano.
Okay.
Jano Oma Twasu a boom. So at the end of the day, I believe that Inter will get a good result.
I think Sandra, the Porto in possession game plan no. Arsenal technical team no didn't envisage this is how Porto are going to play. In possession no, it gave Arsenal problems ekra. Unze o first leg na. Omu kwechiri more than another game no. O first leg very well. They defended deeper, and all they were doing in the first leg was that Arsenal space now be no they counter Arsenal. But another first 45 minutes possession 50-50. There was nothing to differentiate between Arsenal and Porto.
51-49.
Maybe up na me hwende teams 50-50. Maybe I unya wo there but maybe the 50-50. So they are in possession game plan for another game no. A sign of a good coach because say no wash Arsenal team no in 2024 year that almost form no move na teams now omo no mabo bia na we wadwen say ugo treche bia no je 4 5 6 because they have what it takes to open up that tight defense no. So Porto decided to say there be yeah call Emirates young defending like we did in the first league, but let's also give them problem by having good possession of Emirates. And the first half they gave Arsenal that problem no, and Arsenal in occasion you said they were struggling. Two, who said White couldn't invest more. Who said since the start of about Kiwo no, because Kiwo doesn't have that Zinchenko White mum na invest more in that role now Zinchenko no. But Andra, you sure say no White was struggling to invest. The only goal that Arsenal scored from Jorginho and come. When he inverted, we saw how Arsenal had that numbers to create that fencing overloads now on that space to score that goal. No. And he clearly, because White was struggling to invert, it affected Arsenal in possession game plan and how overload on opponents when they are in transition. So the only time I would show say White inverted no, that brought the only goal Arsenal na it me boa my game no echo that length no. I think that we Arsenal such results no, you know, it brings excitement. Say we call that
on Arsenal.
Oh say Arsenal na bombo.
We saw some provisions so Arsenal so Arsenal.
And so we no show there.
Okay.
We the Arsenal for na nyom there na you can be am. So
it
I think say David Raya issue say we at this stage one a mother argument of Bebrefi say in the first place yeah fair to Ramsdale and all those arguments, you know, when on a big stage like Champions League. Now up me projecting from round of 16th. Korea the saves who's another within the 120 minutes ball. He made more difficult save than Dio Costa.
Okay, sir.
The Costa save or born Jesus Diana or no. But in terms of saves and name what team pam because put the phone ball bia na pam Raya make those crucial saves. Oh yeah. Oh, in terms of saves and name what team pam there Raya made a so Sabu didn't say it was one game I think say in all let's Arsenal idea yeah bomb baso so say o met me qualification ko ma bre say at this stage the be amudru ani
we are accused of not mentioning Barca this morning. I know for kakra we have seen the enum.
Move on. Yeah, Andra. In omu yedman in Barcelona. I think say Adebakwa now Barca all of a sudden Yamin that young boy Yamal say Lamine Yamal that young boy all of a sudden now and a put team no football funny a team that still has Lewandowski in attack but to the basketball now it was a ball no magic be to save the situation for Barcelona and I think Sandra Adebakwa mo year and say mo year adwuma ntem say in the early stages the first 20 minutes of the game Napoli were just off. So Barca take advantage and early goals. So time na Napoli warm themselves to the game no. Now so Chelsea to get the equalizer from 2 goal down. And they had one and was on push Barca had the spaces no. Xavi so what a league no more. Even though people are thinking say onya there people think say like Xavi Nanka say he thinks say board no backing enough because he thinks say no he's not been bad. But the back and no anyone from Mano will be a watch lake. Since in league away. Even a son yard, watch even league no more. They are still and yet only mass away. Brace how from Madrid. Champions League or Marco quarter final. And I think that Xavi, yes, upon all the noise around the job in Oil Barcelona no, has been able to take them from a year or a copy of quarter final. That young boy center back Kubasi. Baby akuno do no yes Konde ba enye Christensen ba enye Obia ba enye and now he has to rely on a young Kubasi to be at the center of center back or to pay Arojo to give him that resource no Omunya no it's a very good performance from Barcelona. I think they deserve that qualification.
Mama Jibo Mranza na wa be prapre
Obi Arsenal
Onim da
season ticket holder why
we are no
abe no pay Matias Arsenal for ono yo omuntu odanga mama goto brebo Arsenal for the ono munya asem a cap no munyi bi so wano ya
and blue be the red be nya yanka omo pe so mo nuro ba bia
cap no mun kwaji so wano ya ye yombe yo but nipa ya de osayi jutu Mikel Arteta na me anim no kure ni adwuma de wa ibi wa Arsenal enu ntina beka na no dwada na meka che o se mentiase and mentiase so da say Arsenal supporters ni be money gidi se betimi agi Premier League no me say Arsenal mentiase da Arsenal supporters obebu no wabo ofia so Arsenal ba bia yedru di yeso yentimi agi Premier League no but ye hwe City bia ankoya and Liverpool bia ankoya. This season's Arsenal is different from last season Arsenal. Every angle be our person will analyze a football club in the top competition. Said the Arsenal tier last season, and the Arsenal tier this season. And so you Monday, and my examples I say last season, the moment Arsenal lose to Thomas Partey, almost season anyway. But this season, Arsenal abo over 15 Premier League games without Thomas Partey. They are still in competition for the Premier League title and almost at the top of the league. Enra Zoto Arsenal virtually no more like 6 seasons in the Champions League without reaching the quarter final.
First time in 40 years.
Yes. But Enra they achieve it. Enti so we share sa nyoma we nyina na. And then now you Arsenal fan that you don't believe Arsenal can win the Premier League. It's not like Arsenal ABA Tottenham B. Arsenal ABA, let me say Aston Villa. May cancel our clubs because you're changing league ni called the Premier League era no. Omunti win the Premier League ni. Until they don't have what it takes to win the Premier League. Arsenal, when we talk about the Premier League, Arsenal is one of the sides I'm to Omoji Premier League in Mani because the records are there to prove. And no game no, last season Arsenal be lose. ɛno a game no FC Porto boy no a last season game ka Arsenal be lose. But check the mentality of the Arsenal team. Porto were a lot of experience because the last 3-4 years, because they are consistent in the Champions League, especially in the knockout stage. You heard the last 3 winners of the Champions League: Chelsea, Real Madrid, Manchester City. Aside Real Madrid, 2. Now come on, AS City, Chelsea. That season, now City, Chelsea, about Champions League final. Inter Milan route to reaching the Champions League final, they had to eliminate Porto, and it was a difficult game. Chelsea route to reach the Champions League final, how many coaches City 1-0 no? Next one eliminated Porto. It was another difficult game. And Sergio Conceição, I built a Porto sider. Omo show omo ne kura no. Omo show omo yom kobo final. Say Utie last season. Simone Inzaghi, the coach of Inter Milan, after some year FC Porto filming the Champions League, or say the most difficult side I was showing in the Champions League was FC Porto because it was frustrating. And at a point they decided not to play football. A do stage, you know, your imagine say ball kromo. Omo create tension with game. It's at a point not 2 coaches in the crowd on the touchline. Omo ye bibia to frustrate Arsenal. Ewo Emirates. E something this season. Unya clubs so mo ye against Arsenal or Emirates. By Porto koye nenra. It is a club edo fa sanyoma we mu nyina na wutimi pia. So to exams na akwa exams na pass it. Because Enra, when I watch their fullbacks, Van der and João Mario, how Sergio Conceição decided to use them to block Arsenal, almost speed runs on the wings, no? Because that is where Arsenal created a lot of their chances from. And almost here to perfection. Eti bibia na Porto person almost here was to frustrate Arsenal, get Arsenal out of the Champions League. But Mikel Arteta and the boys, no, it's not like to say na obi kano. Me dem Kai Havertz. I've never underrated Kai Havertz. Just that at a certain point. Debbie. Just a one show no Bayer Leverkusen. Just a one show no Bayer Leverkusen. I've never underrated him. Biloto had a wonderful first season at Chelsea. To a point, even he scored the only goal at Chelsea G on my last Champions League trophy Omoji. Or a versatile player. Obet me about multiple positions. But a young club ni coach obenya na ho abotre. Sometimes in the ball na he. It was no di na chi say na nine or they can ball nko ana. One way abedwa no. But oye ye can players are off the ball movement very good. Kai Havertz is one of them. It was a perfect signing. And then they Arsenal fan say mu nyina money age na mo bo Kai Havertz abaso. In the absence of Gabriel, you look at what he's offering us now. Enye goals bebree, but then because of the movement, Arsenal by side that they are scoring a lot of goals. Nti enwa game na mzoto e born wo Emirates no. Bibia yes the club of fam. Near so ne hwe so betimi pass no. FC Porto ye Arsenal. Me no me no ti hey. Yeah, expect support to Bobo and boy, you know. Put Arsenal in that difficulty, but Omoye and Arsenal surviving. Tima Kasa de we say the mentality of the Arsenal team has changed. And they any club I will be Arsenal in the Champions League. I say how? Because say the favorite for this season Champions League Manchester City already. Or they have a community shield in Tunchen. Arsenal show me the Premier League. Madrid is there. Madrid there. So be when it comes to the Champions League. There is Inter Milan. I'm for full say they can reach the final again. But looking at what Arsenal so go through, no, you cannot take Arsenal out. Okay. And that's why we underrate Arsenal when it comes to the Champions League this season.
Let's move on.
Barcelona there, Zoto, there's something familiar with Barcelona. We will be already Barcelona here, and so I did minim there to be trapped. The day La Masia no, Zoto Johan Cruyff, Eshe Mukinano. It has always been part of Barcelona. Anytime Barcelona be do almost success period. It's Yemfa when they won their first Champions League in 1982 against Sampdoria. Ronald Koeman shares Aguno. So Johan Cruyff tiase and then they will no opportunity to talk to him. Ebusan said, "Dear the manager capna, he will not talk about that free kick Aruna Kuma share." Obakacho said the intelligence of Pep Guardiola. He was the brain behind that total football and Barcelona ball that year. Almost share Sampdoria. Sampdoria also have some fine players. Gianluca Vialli, Roberto Mancini in their team. And Barcelona share the Champions League. The team was built around IFN's Pep Guardiola. Nay, Oyerepa Manchester City. Move back to 2006. Move forward, sorry, to 2006. Namizoto Kobusa Frank Rijkaard when they were beating Arsenal to win the Champions League. Okay, I'm on Barcelona goals no. Time Arsenal take lead now. Okay, I'm Belotti and Eto.
Belotti.
Yes, the Brazilian. Yes. But the reason why Barca game ni mu, EBG game ni free Arsenal nsem no, the substitution of Iniesta. Iniesta na best game ni nyina. Oyela Masia product.
Na referee no so see Arsenal kaka.
Oh. Mr. Two yanko yanim.
Yes, yan na dey no na.
Then Barca dominance under the Pep Guardiola period. Ebi be so Luis Enrique su kakra. Pep Guardiola had Xavi, Iniesta, then Lionel Messi. Omu nyina La Masia product. And then there are still players coming from the La Masia. But ye general game this one kwana. How many she go no? Fermin Lopez, João Cancelo, and Robert Lewandowski. But why we share game near no ye pa no? Pau Kubasi. At that young age, how will handle Victor Osimhen? So watch Napoli team this is here. So their fullbacks are very good. Now we have Kwanya, Yamal Lamin, at the year Mario Rui. Send players Simeonu, Yamal and Kubasi. Omoye La Masia product. A Juma Omoye and then Adema Barcelona no. It was even bigger than Gosa, Fermin Lopez, João Cancelo, and Robert Lewandowski share. It is the history of La Masia and the club of France Barcelona. Adam Zoto, one rebel to us, compare that Yankopon Beba. Anytime Biana, because annual resource, it can change Barcelona season. No, La Masia, I can't story no one, Mr. 200 de buy. Kakebi on any games never cost no. Inter Milan there. Some man for come once a man, and then they give my heading. But Mr. 2 dear TNA. Inter any good record will spin. Inter any good record will spin. The last time almost share a Spanish team in the Champions League, and that's a European competition, was way back 2004 against Valencia. A free ho, almost last 8 visits, almost 5 win ho. This is normal could spin. Almost go against the rest of Sociedad. Almost intimate and share Sociedad. Almost Sociedad board draw. But in the process of Sanyoma Wenyina, when is that this season Inter lose game in the Champions League? Omun lose game in the Champions League. Eti playing against Atletico Madrid.
Okay.
Almost in the Champions League Zoto. So Omoko fa 1-0 defeat. E the free away no de ba homa. Almost your size now untimi for when into almost. Yeah. Ayen town ko yema omo. It's not the battle between Diego Simeone and Simeone Inzaghi. Omo former teammates. E wo excess Lazio. And the baku coach Atletico Madrid, baku coach Inter Milan no. Zoto Yabesha one of the most exciting games this season in the Champions League because Atletico Madrid be full say getting one goal, then the extra game no whether say be call extra time and now one no we can do it. But Inter Milan team they don't concede a lot of goals, and no more concede a lot of chances because of how Simeone Inzaghi has built the defensive setup of his team. Aside Benjamin Pavard, who is a proven winner, one man the boy in touch ho. Damian Kone na Manchester supporters ihuru no. Federico Di Marco, our bomb length wing back no. Zoto Di Marco sees no Inter 4% mo pamo no. Baksoni e Kone na Mpama, e chain Antonio Conte kofa na bae. Minim teams dodo a ye de Francesco Achebi mo mbeje. Top clubs. But today, the Damien, Pavard, Achebi, Baksoni, Federico Di Marco, back five no. ɛno na di intergyina baabi a ɔmo gyina.
All right.
A game am so it will depend on individual players and most be decided game no. Say be a let's go Madrid qualifier, they will need Antoine Griezmann playing to the Griezmann level. Inter there already this season Lautaro Martinez has shown it. Especially Onyawonia Marcus Thuram and I've said when it comes to attacking transition Europe this season we know be or better than Marcus Thuram. And Inter side one thing is say omutimi contain pressure and omutimi hit the opponent on the breaks. And when the game na normally Atletico Madrid dey bone who because Atletico Madrid will go for an early goal. And no man show you how quick are Inter when it comes to transition no on the punish Atletico Madrid. It's a game.
Right.
It's a 1-1.
1-1
and yes.
Then Inter goes through.
Then Inter goes through.
Okay. Omi my intel there na fe.
Oh, Tama.
I be microphone here na.
Just a place for
Mikel
Arteta and Edu for the wonderful job they've done. Tama, if you are Arsenal fan, you know what we've been through the last 15 years. Until when nights like this, we call it North London nights.
North London nights.
North London is always red. No matter what will happen. On the good night, it's always red. So we just want to say kudos to the team. And then, but the big challenge will come on the 31st of March. The big challenge will come on the 31st of March at Etihad. That's where I'll know how far we are. Because with City, what they are, no, and now, no, there. That's what it is. So,
kakra bi no kra ye. The omaya besi say
but I just want to ask.
Also, as someone I can be no be can. But it's always a game. You have
by
to be
this
careful.
time around, Arsenal enkomunstro.
Yeah. And also, it's Ronan and Huna no one say. But the game was tough. And the game, it was a tough game.
All the group stages now.
Your respect
Arsenal
for Porto always.
Arsenal and Porto game, no, on the paper, you're not sure, say, Arsenal bet me a winner and Porto bet me a winner.
That's at Nrano. Before the game.
All the games,
okay.
Oh, wonderful.
That's so. Now, like to say, it's Arsenal who has some kakra and say, "Yo,
time I
won't we come back 2 minutes and Colano Besomo?"
Yes, around North London, say around the world now. Like every Arsenal fan is not happy now. Say when we are building a team, you see, I know it been a blue phobia tries almost here, almost spending 1 billion. If you know, you see, I read for no so akomo. Almost betu scanner gu kakra. Almost be break kakra. On say Arsenal sheshe ni ye no. Yantu scan gu be break sa o.
No kakra.
Yeah, ba yanko pam obi a o. Ye de baako ne nkwala na be she no. And ye fa the team no nim the so. On the make Arteta by ade baako ye say obe translate the fans base no and the team no. Because on the last days of Arsene you say there's a distance between the fan base and the club. Even all over the world, I think say call US tour this season. Yeah. On the preseason, all the Americans were talking about Arsenal.
Fabia.
Yeah, Arsenal. I was surprised, say Manchester, Chelsea, but you could see a lot of them love Arsenal. All because of the goalie now, no, yeah, Omotono, my Forest.
Tenor,
because of tenor. You say sometimes signing players, so it's a factor. So where the club is going now and where we are now. No.
Yeah. Now Manchester so once a be more
time I won't say when your team is
they want Chelsea. As I for Munga,
on say blue, no say blue, no blue. You dry blue, no necessarily any kind. I know they atra red for no so.
Dry blue, no for the city
for the blue moon.
No. Okay.
On say now Manchester is always red, but now it's a blue moon.
Yeah.
And a bare blue moon for the next 15 years. And son of Maba. Oh, and yeah, say when Arsenal was going through that patches, no one ever thought that Chelsea will go through that. Chelsea team were built all the way. I see it will take another 2-3 years before.
Okay. Money a quarter rather.
Rana Arsenal.
Okay.
You know, you see all that we need is Osimhen. If Arsenal can get Osimhen to this Arsenal team, that's all. That's all we need. That's all. Oh,
Osimhen no me I
time out. So no matter what they buy Tony for Ivan Tony.
Ono wa betwa bet.
First can go to Osimhen.
Osimhen no a chance bi o say no pa.
Chances will be as no.
Akwa ni ki papa. I'm so much at ball na.
On said this Arsenal team chances are not there. He was
Nigeria ni baba he na ho be 38 na do. Anyway,
I argument between Arsenal fan base no. Because almost say Ivan Toney is 27-year-old. That's a proper 27.
Yeah.
But Osimhen, can you guess?
Osimhen age yes.
As a stand, I think 25.
There was only 25.
Oh, no, just check. No, as a stand is 25. So Arsenal base no is just divided. Say Omonko Toney ahead of Osimhen. Being African, Osimhen they better.
Okay. Yeah, but you feel enough of that. 25 years. Nigerian man, 25.
Nigeria.
What's the friends at TNT? Meet your friends at TNT.
Yeah. So what happened is after you free EU na taxes no UK near very strong. And as part of TNT Sports is the biggest TV station in all over Europe. You see as a sports channel no matter. And the Champions League, every sports huge apart from the English League, you know. Right.
Okay.
So say my expansion all over Europe, unlike before I near war.
Okay.
But the main office is now based on Ireland because Ireland here EU country, so you pay less tax than be in London.
Obiadase, thank you very much. Siasia and I will be production in them say. Oni obi be pnt bibia ni atiasia na be busa no bibia yes ni be busa ya ba fi bon wa ma misa kan picture ana bon ni o esa wa hwe a siasia ani ade na okay oba na ya hwe to so happy birthday Mr. Benjamin Chief Secretary of St. Louis SHS mza kan kam na edaso mza kan. We thank you for everything. On a chief security, boy Juma papa.
Come on.
We're critical be na. Omo comes and come that's it. Jabafi, yes, but for say I used to senior so. Senior na anopay.
And a match ho.
And I'm also abas so.
No pay there wa win mu anitua.
Akra.
Atra has na borrow more boy ayi na mo akanka. Me say t-shirt me nam krum. And you busa na day. Ball hona na ni na nso wa lo ya wo ball and the Kumasi Asante Kotoko ejina kono ya nya sam ketua tough match ya na ya bebo ejino na ze me bana mbebo ho dawru mama 40 se enne yebo league enne wukuo anumre no nsia pepepepepe Kobi Asante Kotoko ya wo match kese a ye bo ye ni Accra Lions
Okay.
Why Timmy Sunano, so Mamma need to a Juma, the good dinkrofobia, a brekum for a Chelsea. And this year, my woman near Chayasa Pomunso, near Tradi and Sashi at them reform. Near Town Sacra Lions a day, Accra Lions a day, near Bewan and say, and Profonate me and Safia.
That's right. That's right.
I don't think I see a bomb near Bo. Ya may chita for who say, ye will conquer CD anymore. Ye be here or more. Because I break to say one Kumasa Santicoto, I see a penny, ye prayers, papa. But at the tough for now, almost sorry, I almost say, Yanto way, ye maintain win. Almost sorry, I know what it is.
Hey, I don't know.
Oh, yes, because an army home match, you know, will be any one dance, say. That's spectacular, then,
Of course.
I don't know how I got it.
Then, yet. And they don't know, say, yes, you're making sure, sir, you better down Ronnie ye. Oh, because yeah, they're not any no crown, yet ye be dear. Best no, ye penny more. Ye here a dom.
That's
right.
Ye
The dom na dear.
That's right.
And in tears, a dom no bars. Supporters in a boy, and meet me we near woman match. Now you're trusting near try a fear near my Helbona, near Koyana, see by. Yes, ye pay at the park.
Okay.
And at the Pebia Sabia Son Sabia, the some quancha dear fe. You discuss on a.
That's right.
Opa see a maintain Lamte, you maintain Mukwala, you maintain wine. Now you maintain over Sabia Son Sabia Yado. Yet the no pan a core basre.
And on your basre.
Oh, and your basre, or quasre or bawaleno. And Yano pine is a win near the co.
First, I got the call basre.
Ah, Safas no near Susa, near him. Basre de wo kwa nyano azo ajo atare ni issue no wako wadwale na akwaso dem be ne eze no hunu metimi de ako na wo kosre wo ba no nya no hunu ene de kosre wo ba enti ni nyina no eyiska enti achitafo no mo adawroma enne kumase asante kotoko ye wako no ye be hia mommoa ye be hia dom because dom no ene boaye emi atimi fire 3 points. Enti ye best says you be a nyanadwen say enanwumre no nsia nyame adom ye ne mpanifo na kasa om de akoche no nsia mai.
Okay.
No nsia de na dwumadie bi obi edi bia no sebe son sebe enyado na ya ba wiye.
Okay.
Ni anyina ye ntutumrika ne mfa homeka. Ni e meta boys na chi. Na ye so emwa team na nkasa management no. Ni enya bibi kakra. Ni ntimi information prayers na wo mo so se wo mo pe no.
Okay.
Ni anya sade a Timer.
Matias, senior, you da CP. About 5 years dream kakra bi na fe yem from.
Ene me filia no.
Sa no de da sa.
Ene me filio fa no pa.
Sa da sa ana wasisa ne posture.
O de da ko me ye betwa ayi voice ni aka ho asem. Ene de enye enye
asema no kan say eno anu na.
Ene ebi enye the right time.
Okay.
I dey discuss this day but
ara senior anya asema kan say.
Ba manya
boy jimodie. Ye gina ya was score go to there to set to the score to set. Because
when this issue of supporters in Costa Stadium by my stance was Mamu Fanshi Nipa Bako because the records are there. Yeah. And it started so actually from 2010 eba who say season biano Nipa Costa Stadium
right.
Okay. I'm say Mamu Fan go say Nipa Bako. And anaya na Mamu Fan Costa Stadium.
Oh, so te na bitia no ye tie. E bitia ni nya. E bitibro so.
Eba, anonya abotre.
The soccer say net topic for the day. I will say we will last month ya reschedule.
Oh, what's a man na bia o ka say we should find a research team.
Yeah.
On say ya ha no to ye de nyoma di agro. Ye football na ye o Ghana ha no ye de nyoma di agro. We are not doing football. Te said you obi ye no football na omukọ animu chen ye no. Ye ne still na de ye ye 1970 no. And e say repeating. E wi ase ne esesa. Enyuma e dani pa anim no e dọọso. To ye swa no. Se ye sore a na ye ko school a. Ya pon school be 233 no. Chese opeso okọ hwekotoko training. Be ne nkura na o maba no. To botu ne e bo 3 a. Ono wo pe game center bi kura akoye na you on fa woni kotoko training. How do you get the next generation? Se yen ko ba se da bi no to e bi anomu ni ho. and I am moving you. One never babyshe games. That is what we should target. But be a bunny, a generalized, they could never be far.
Yeah.
Things are getting worse.
You ever my bass and funny the intro, cousin same. Abbas,
I was a Jibu, I'm not the Bia no blame supporters near Copac. Factors said, what can it be? First, you Kumasia, in Kumasia Bronoa, it would do Kurumapa. And every 1 season, 2 season, play a bit free ball, no so Toko. Play and be free, be free, and any time be a player on Quacran or bar, or no crown supporters or they bar a Dawson. But then, factors, okay, a bit brain and me uncle.
Okay.
And you want to count when they go to go place your movie. Who should go to go to Numa? Who said that tomboy power?
Omunina, you know any more.
That they got tomboy doesn't go to Tambo's no better than me. Tamboy him.
Omunina,
Abbas,
come on,
I'm football in
can't answer me.
You know, I go, I remember call by the football.
Go there.
League in the elbow. I know as I'm a boy, a coach, you don't know yet. I'm free. That's another. You tell me you are going to free.
I'm no awesome.
So, we say, I'm going to be as a qualified. On the better be a the Mijari, but so I'm sorry, coffee. So, Yamiadum, House of Folk, Yagusua. And you may a fuck a crack, yes, we did more again. And you may fuck a crack. Now, Yadi Kaka said the minia and okay. We are more bar. The Debambu Banwaka, the dear Banwaka. Cocoto, the Bambu Bancoto about 4 matches, while in the one. Supporters are bamboo. In them crash, Upin, we are saying a bona was.
How do you fake up now?
Yeah, and the account.
Then, Nania. Kobo Pobimano.
You free.
Okay.
Yes, you're free. Fake up your free. They say, the enemy in I pay. I got 1 trophy and the enemy never pray. League in one. It, you know, supporters the resource no more. Yeah, that also best son. Don't do a best son. Has the bar a best son. Your boy, yes, I say, your boy, born your boy, yes. Misumisu, say has. It is here the air can say so we are 9 points as of folk, Yanyamu 7, a year pa. A year pa, draw is better than lose. You can go for a call, and I'll go in and go 1 year, come over to improve. But I'm quite 0-0 now. Now, the enemy comes okay, but men's a time no. Not $1,000,000, Yaba Kruma. No different to be Aziz be free Olympics by no, what not say.
Aziz Anson.
Aziz Anson, Kotogo, today, I must be draw league. And if you come, yes, but here on the Kai 1 day, if you are not to woman. If you are somebody I own no, but I'm for you.
Then I got on near Carolina.
Yeah, baby, I'm very fun. And I'm a fan. Maybe I'm nam. Oh, Cacao. Make Cacao, thank you, Minia. History. History, Marco to Coco Club of Century. And your current history, Namako to Coco Club of Century. I don't want to buy the history. Cacao, and the church, bro, Tidia can say.
It's all kind of nana.
Has the end crowd, the Chinese can be or Tina the Akan, Yinsa Bania can was them. Siania Kai said, oh, dear, and obey the Iomo.
Okay.
It is on my bar, Amonge, Namia Doma, and nay, it will move from Accra. No more baby Pumu Kruma.
And they say, oh, my
God, a China, me about Dimsy Bob, Dimsy Yamaha.
I had dreams home.
I had dreams home. Yes, you go before Casa. In Channel. Sir, Caposi, say Caposi, or Accra, on Quattro. It doesn't support us on the some said. A China, me a match, they say so. By near home.
Dreams team Aziz in him, they might me and show my
Dreams team.
So a ball of can gives me.
Only more.
The team is strong.
Tama. Ghana Football Association President, Mr. Kent. Yes.
The treat, you know.
Yeah. Now, and some now all cannot. Nifa baby meaning the yarding. Nifa baby meaning the yarding. Pa say Ghana ni esi akan de ama Ghana na ebi ebenya Ghana fo a wo mu huru sa Ghana fo no mu si akan Ghana ni osi akama Ghana enya adepa enya ade a esese ekoso wo oman mu anase ba bia ye kan no pe ye kan nyina itama de ma wani agi nyina ye ball Arsenal fo no mante no body man Arsenal team no we Arsenal fan na e ma wani gi enti senka ye nua ma no mu ejina mu esi akan de ama Ghana na ebia enko ye kakra bi na ye benya nkofo a so mu huru wo mo no enya de pa nya de esese ye encourage nya de esese so tama nemom ani ba kwa mestre Mr President eni say amani say kwa Ghana for the minimum say ye nkofo ye hwahwa ye nkofo pa ti ontenase no musa ne ho nsem bi omusa one ne team no ne nkofo no meka escofo ne omo ye football Ghana ha no omusu musa omo ho nsem bi no mo mpanifo se brebre ama amane so ama ni ekoso yi eye noma bi akoso na lead to this in as much as I disagree with omo yes ade no me feel say we no enye amakwanye se bia bibi na akofa sade na ba na eba ni say ya sabre na leadership no ehuhia pa sabre na people must show leadership ntinya say wo ko choro de ato Twitter ne Facebook ne Instagram ne YouTube ne adade ne hia nyese bia wo show frustration na say wo show concern ne hia but on fiasie mu kumpon ko na chi
okay
enko hwe ba bia dia akofa sade we dia ba no mu fiasie ntu ho na mo nya bibi se ne be ya ade sa ne bring back the love na okan no de beba sa bring back the love no say enei say ohwe because bring back the love no ache wo sa de we ne wa church say love no hasn't come and he must be interested, he must be concerned, he has not
been able to bring back.
I just said the love hasn't come. If you are complaining about this dear, I just said the love you wanted to bring back. No,
also my appeal is that let's stay together as Ghanaians at all times and let's support our players in good times and indeed in bad times. This is not a good habit. Okay, this must stop. And then a headline. Bavo, next one na yenye mrene kakra.
Tama. Kotoko must win this game. A must win.
Okay.
A must win. So Oman Sha Emwa. On say na anoka. Abas twin ano adwen si ade bi so say obo 4 matches. Na out of the 4 no she one na. Say wo ka kire nkofo so mra me ta wa chia ya na edin. So what 4 matches? So ODFA Cup ne ka ho. Now and 2 of them against Karela. A Karela team that under normal circumstances against a competition. Na me nka so kotokoshe no I'm talking about
under normal circumstances. I just say usually kotoko beat them normal circumstances.
Oh say so we mienu no ahoden a wo
so under some circumstances.
Okay, under some circumstances.
So normal there's someone that
under some circumstances kese ka kotum show me that. And Ankoyi any other matches akotoko abo ani nyina so Ankoyi.
Okay.
And this is Kotoko. We are talking about a club that say a ball league every year biana. Say or a club that will compete for the league. Of course, I will table ni dia 3rd position on the league log. One we have say omo year more than omo kwaji league no. But the recent results no and one that are inspiring.
Okay.
Omo hwe na so omo hwe na e be fi ase the confidence na but then say wo friend ko for so omo mra na aye a bit easier. Tama kakra me kan.
Thank you. So express group e wo Kumasi Accra Temasunyane Tamalita Krade na asem nyina ne se obeso okosua de na oye adwuma wa amana ne arehomo Canada, UK, Australia, USA, Germany and emmie keken kan wo ye international test bi IELTS SAT TOEFL ana say ni nyina no GRE GMAT otro na pass you get scholarship to go and study outside or say bra very hen ye din go for koto beso koto e wo Dubai, Canada, UK, USA, Australia, Germany and I bet my coyajuma so Dubai, Qatar, South Korea, ye were tickets. I Tomo Momokwa Bruchi. Kumasi de wasa for labor runabout Accra, fresh light Kanishi, and Temaso Community 18 last week. Frey wo 055-555-0067. Wa opese kosuya de wa brucha na ukotena oye adwuma na nse bibi etesa. Anya connection documentation ye de adwuma 055-555-0067 yenko. Obenum so bia anom kangen and magic drinking water. Ensu esayare ensu amamfo age atuma neidie dodo na hu se na ye ensu kangen ne din eno no. 0241-449191 your Brema UGC anata Funi Road. Asta so do suma kwa hene wa ye wa so ye kese ho a ye signboard no ebo ho entu betima free bim 0241-449191 aya fa Pepsodent cavity fighter no twu sen apostle papa no eno ene beboa mrebia ututu sen anopa ne anwumrebia fa Pepsodent cavity fighter e ma no protection 10 times stronger and our Senegal pro fluoride and micro calcium and to good to go there simu in share your kase and anketwa Ghana Dental Association for atum say President cavity fighter there a year sanity. Okay, so you drama crack about so we and your hands so but captain
yeah. I feel like say as Antikotoko Mizoto
what
are they about me? They cannot disappoint their supporters this evening. The reason being that the last season Kotoko I had the chance of playing at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium and no count on Kotoko into Premier League.
Last season.
Is it last season or two? 2 seasons ago. Something that you can't say because Omanya Kwayamo Baba Yara Sports Stadium.
3 seasons.
I don't think Kotoko into Premier League no. So this time when they have their Oyerepa Sports Stadium to play. We heard that way table Kotoko is on top. Kotoko is not on the league log or not top because of the performances at home. And when we started the league this season, we now more impressive. So time we bounce back, they were beating every team, whether home or away, until that league call recess and a second run. Now second run matches are in the 2 or 3 matches they FA Cup on Okanwa. Kotoko has not been that impressive, even in their game against Gold Stars. So we had that game now to say it was Gold Stars team Kotoko wasn't that impressive in that game. Just that Gold Stars failed to glitter in that game. Kotoko say. So to forget about Lions beating Chelsea by 5-0. If Kotoko want to stay in the league, so they cannot disappoint. And one of can has said team no air qua the supporters, the tanker team, the playing body, management, they go together. The supporters cannot decide some of the unbetter. Now what they will do most is almost criticizing, but not going to the stadium. And then if you Kotoko about a second example. Says a school for now, even at the free gate, you do not see our presence. So they need to be with their team.
Okay.
I say my supporters no. Not say team no supporters no yeah well off. So they need to be with their team. And the Kotoko when they go and get staff, the support first Kotoko they not Kotoko war not to be brain no. And then the supporters present at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. How intimidating the way. But nay I say neutral grounds will be
okay.
So I appeal to them. They are not air canon. I agree with him. Said the supporters the talking has been too much. They do a lot of talking, but going to the stadium, I drop a big time. And said assistant baby, they have to say almost say because one game, me free set and everything to call for. The game between Samates and Inswatremai. Because those are the last 2 games, don't lose home and away. Okay. And then wow. It looks like Samates lose a grip on the top of the temple. There was just 2 games in 2 games in Yabo. 6th round is 30. It looks like about 3 games. Okay, just 3 games. And never come 4 no. Yes. So it looks like say Omo lose that grip no.
Okay.
So and then Samates at Omo home grounds or no. And you baby Omo lose. They have to up their game.
That's it.
Is also up.
I
think say Adena creates a tray no. My only worry is say Edia command so no because minim omono boni o maye because Babara man they say na this alleged say because of because of an affiliation with one but ma
no good.
I'm only saying
manning
nanti we no until man we no minim omboni o maye
asasa nya na me kaya me bo no obi okay me kasa na what the other side and some people say they were pouring out
every president and when he na modi aso na national teams so
that to be na bad
no and that to man dey yes wrong so my bomb na move wrong so it's not fine I think that young catch Ghana for say me last me kan was him say national team put there Sasuban no aya na ye ntan hu our national team say Sumaya club
be na club no supported
fu na but national team aya ntan hu
how say we are the crew
no be asama jibo su ken so no can also be a factor
but that is the truth
no and I think let's
now when was the last time you be a free president or call even no be a national team Black Princess is yon kobo Cape Coast o ma me bo qualified by Bayern Sports na every president o mo every president Kurt
I say one fan who can so go na say grow
na me say
kotoko boy yo boy you no
onu fi say onu dey
onu ni posture towards Ghanaians e ho ahin no e na bia koso e national team
na man boni ba no mo do mai
oh say na wo hu say wo say asia
any time bia da
say wo tie
Kurt so
say wo tie
o tie any time bia da
say wo tie e bia ho hu yo bia hi na bia koso ma so
anytime bia
I don't hold it said the players have volunteered. Some so to honor.
But that to me.
I don't
know what's my person. Exactly to me.
Buy any more time yes
I'm not
league games baso Sunday obia Canadian I think say the Kotoko team second round my that kind of assured performance when the season first round ever be end no yes maybe issues injuries I think say it's affecting how the selection on your consistent but maybe I think say if Obabe select those who are available now no there are some guys there that omo now they can give results na yenja say yarla on plays bia omo emfa Kalu Watara proving say en menimi yade we no hwia emfa enta man time kakra but you see the more bono no who exposing more at least en menimi yade emfa and emfa no we dey man entrenchen na we yan kakra na emfa but say he's forcing him say o person force man fa adeso bono we think for some man emfa etinya abotre there are guys there omo betimi agba man fa aye but still na because you have to prove why he brought him so that's also prove mo bi say
hack dey na bia
but ono one why prove that's my so that's my for so it's on no and I think say me no problem there are guys there omo chance na ombebo omo chance no I think the Lions there they prove say since somebody league you know omonye boogie side for kotoko chom bia and I think say na they are able to beat them convincingly it's ende obayara even though against Gold Stars na share nye but Lions I think say omobo na FN sa what they play the football but they
mama why are they am pen say so the time so I know summarize and come because so answer for no meto as but so me
I was just going through
1 or 2 minutes
social media, posts on social media. Mom said, Nana Amponsa, no, we didn't birthday, no, that, or more share. So I just did a quick switch to Kodoko social media handle. And I think that, Omoya DNA Bomabaso, Omoya Nyasua. I didn't see any posts from Kotoko wishing their former CEO a happy birthday. In the heat of the moment, Mr. Two, sometimes. And we all know say
come wish you for my shoes
they do it
Pokunti munya.
They do it.
Oh, okay.
They move to the extent say Omukucha Obi picture krana from the whole brand come to their social media.
Okay.
So to be fair, and not there, at least they should have done it.
Okay.
At least then calm on your man down.
Okay.
That collective atmosphere, no. Now, omunchi other side, no. It's a fact. There is another side. Omunchi almost on brown.
Okay.
Because because you need them.
Point well made. Never will find out one.
To the match itself, no.
Abako the MC when you are jipa. They say, "But who says you say, yeah, I did them."
I'm not for about.
Oh yeah, I did them. They say, "Actually, tell you, I made the moon traffic. I come paying for some more jingles near there." I'm saying, "Yeah, celebrating." Ko team na dey hu dey omo ye. Team ba cho yan ko na which would. Tini according the jingles na TV ade no dey. Ye di ha. Ye di e cho mu mfi.
Mr. To and match no and you be na be company for say eso mu di nkunim. Nkunim die no e ade a ese ba. Rebuilding no Mr. To after second ko si nkunim die kwan so no obi apia si nchen. Now gidie na chitafo na nya na yesi etimi je cap no nti se abeduru sesi no resource ni nkoye na abambuo no eba and kotoko in away matches in gina yi nti de obetima ya na yese obe make amends when you are playing at the home grounds match bi see no ka utimi tren wonem 2-0 3-0 now they are calm the nerves of the fans because the last 4-5 matches kotoko emma convincing performance.
Okay.
But so when Timmy and said 2 and 3 krana, Mechitaf one in free stadium or Mumfem Kundim Kofi.
Okay.
Now with the part of players now, this will be a long discussion. But I think say the signings of Ogun, Mr. The signings of Ogun and Bimboy.
Topic for another day.
Coach Nejumana Eting.
Topic for
now,
another day.
As to say Opeso force will be more mobono. To coach with me benching the signings, Nina Tranchen there. I would doubt it to some extent, but that would be a discussion for
another time. Joe.
And a bona ebe kosono. Mekwa ko hwebo ni bi. Na me share denya daji pa hwe kotoko team ni in the second round. Even though many good stars na me wo ho. But na de menya daji pa nti ne say ache kura by 5:30 na ma me seat. Be ho mo warm up ni nyina bi ebe koso bia na pese me hwe bi. So because nwanwa. Yebe first one no. I'm not sure say ni wo team bi wo Ghana ha na omu game na effect se kotokode no. So what them chan. No mu game na effect se kotokode no. And at a point forget about position and kotokode. Na fe supporters enye believe say team ni betimi agi league no. League ni could break by 1 month bi. League ni resume here. Enyoma no mu ye ni the first one nyina ateko. Edi entia. Morrison ade.
You look at him now. Morrison is out.
Nuruddin no Matthew story bi. Nuruddin no Matthew story. Me sometimes and na many players unya problem no. Because what you can about management adwuma yes o mo ye. Players nso wa said yes o mo ye. Obo club ye tua oka. O she o win games no. And also na true supporters ba stadium because another way club didn't yes secretary players can support the stadium mba. But we a player now start to put up attitude. Now what attitude ni affect club na. And no me no benya problem. Me fam go she coach da. Matisi esi Nuruddin no o se o terminate ni contract no mon ton nko be mo man ko sign contract o baby. Nuruddin no Mati. Yes, that is what I'm hearing. Say o mon terminate ni contract. Now on sign as a free agent in my club. Which
I know na di moto in accident.
I know yes sheriff.
Okay.
Professional player by now yes I do same way no kra. We yes I put to club need the difficulty because say club jelia. Players na sa period mo jelly and to ba akukura free man it affect the system.
And that is what has happened.
So what did mention say? E 2 years na the coach na kwa gina ba bia supporters benya access to insult the coach. Usubu sume so na akwadwu akatua ya ntua pe na abuofu itina me se me kohwe kotoko eniye say ye ogum say ye players no itina game na me ko baba yara ne de mzoto see ye game na I'm not only going to look at the score line because hwehwɛ nyoma bebree sɛ yɛ players na nyame yɛ adom akyine bɛtena meka sɛ yɛ coach a yɛbɛtena ha meka sɛ yɛ management a nyame yɛ adom akyine bɛtena meka because the quick drop of Kotoko team in the second round no so to enya normal okay enya normal
4 players
me share and any 3 days me da me ya na me se me hwe na yifo yi Kotoko ne asek no and when I watch the players body language on the pitch na me say na man for kind the quality of asek side yes but you go to players ni bi am so to so almost kwa asek on bebo but sometimes subaya obeda na di o say asa wo hwe players ne ball na to say problem bi wo ho asa bibi wo ho a me to asa yenye bibi na bibi nkoka obi ne sa anwoma no nti enwoma eden kakra but
okay
em to
okay
yebeko baba yara Accra Lions there is one thing certain because of how they play they will go with their high line and when you say the fastest striker we have in our league is Mukwala. It's a there and it will depend on Mukwala. Obenya a lot of chances. The conversion rate and the back said they give the BC. Definitely Accra Lions will sell good footballs to us. But Santiago do Kosomo clinic Akakrebia. Maybe a 2-1 B and then Baba supposed to.
Bajibo wadam for Joe Frazier.
Yeah, Joe. Yeah.
Joe Frazier say bre year weekend. The name am free.
Oh yeah. I will book man.
I will book him.
Okay.
Timama did
Ayo man.
Jonas Odi and Baba.
Onano
Baha.
Sir.
How Baha.
Yere na kwa sorry.
Do abedwo ma marry me.
O ba na unia.
Yere na kwa sorry.
Bankra ma say. Wo hwe wani meme nda na kwasi ada. Na baba kwa yie no